A lot of times I have to do research for one reason or another. I choose to do research on different words. Sometimes to clarify something I feel like I didn't understand clearly. Sometimes I stumble across or hear words in my work or things like that. And I try to collect the more interesting ones. So this, I'd like to just share a little bit of a journal of some of the vocabulary words I've learned recently, uh, revelations I've had, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you as well. So the first one is, the first two actually, are two words that I had a little trouble separating the difference between the two of them, and that was the word for stove. So doing a little research, I found something that to me was interesting, which is this first one here, as you see, qhov, 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 is it is a word for stove, but it's a very specific stove. So you can see, hopefully, in this little illustration here, it's an idea of how it works. It's essentially a big wok for cooking, built into kind of like a clay or brick oven, depending on how it's done. So it has a hole underneath. You can build a fire in it. That fire heats the wok, and then you can cook on the wok. Now, this is something that in Southeast Asia in olden times, it was, from what I read, it was a particularly wealthy family that would have something like this in their house. Many people dreamed about having it their whole life and didn't, because it made for nice cooking. But the more common word for a stove or a fire, usually used for cooking, is qhov, qhov, qhov. They can refer to any kind of fireplace or a fire pit. Qhov is used for any kind of fire, especially if it's used for cooking, or really for kind of a purpose. It's not just a fire or something caught on fire. So when we're referring to qhov, we're referring to a general fireplace. And oftentimes, even the family who had that previous qhov would also have their own special little cook fire area. So those are two things. Once I did some research, it helped kind of clarify it for me. Of course, if you know more about it, please feel free to share in the comments. I always like to learn more. Another word I run across, which was new to me, is txauj. Here is a slice. It's a word for a slice. So like a slice of cucumber. Normally, up to this point, I would use the word dai, which is a classifier, a noun classifier in Hmong for a flat thing. And you certainly can do that. This is more of a specific word. Here's a funny one. A friend used this one, or explained this one to me. Bua. And that is a crazy person. So can refer to a crazy person. Gao means a tusk or a horn or a big tooth. And boa means pig. So it's literally translated as pig tusk crazy. He described it as someone, person out of their mind that would collect really big pig tusks and wear them as a necklace, like you see in the crazy person picture. Commonly, the word for crazy, just the general word, is vut, VWM, vut. You can add an intensifier to it to mean like very or extremely crazy. Vut, jua. And then there's other variants on it. For example, one thing I find is kind of a funny word, vut jiao, which means a person who is crazy because of being drunk, or they're drunk and they're acting crazy while they're drunk. And one last one for today. I learned this, it came up and I had to do a little research, but it's interesting. Hnong jin do. So that is to cough without coughing anything up or without spitting up. It's a dry cough, is a way of saying dry cough. Again, literally though, hnong means to cough. Ji means not, or it's a negative. And nto and do can mean to spit. If it were myself, I would say hnong hua for a dry cough. I don't know if that's right or not, to be honest, but this is a variant now. I have heard duo hua to dry heave or dry vomit, but I don't know if it expands over into coughing as well. But in any case, there you go. It's a phrase I heard someone use, a native speaker use in context, so I thought I would share it as well because it was new for me. I hope you enjoyed some of these. I hope to produce more of them more regularly as I come across more words. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave any comments in the comments section, any thoughts you had or things you wanted to add, and I'll see you in the next video.